Hey everybody, it's the Lackeys. I'm Rob.
I'm Tosha.
I'm Carter.
This one is... This one's Edith. So this is 4 of the 6 Lackeys. Our oldest, Quentin, and our oldest daughter, Johna, they are off to college and work respectively. So they're not here with us, but you'll see some of them in our videos. So Christmas and New Year's have now passed, and we survived our first 5.5 months in the RV, right? Yes, we have survived. We're here.
Does it feel longer or shorter than 5.5 months?
Longer.
Way longer. Wow.
I would say yes. It feels like we've been in the RV forever, but at the same time, it's gone by really fast. So we've already had a lot of memories in this thing. Cool road trips, and Christmas is the big thing. So instead of having a huge gargantuan Christmas tree and all these decorations all over our house, instead we have a very tiny tree, and all of our decorations are just crammed in the RV.
Yeah.
But it's been really cozy. So
we were able to put up a few things, make it feel like the holidays, but not overwhelm this space. So that was good. And we got a new couch.
we did get a new couch. There were a couple recliners here in the past, and they weren't very functional. And
what do you guys think of the couch? Better?
Couch is a lot better than...
Makes it feel more homey, doesn't it?
plus it folds out into a bed. So
Yeah.
now we can use this space as a bedroom. Yep. Carter was all excited because he thought he was going to sleep in here all the time. And he
And
didn't.
then it was tiny, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
just stay
Edie's
up there.
been sleeping in here.
But I got my own bed, and secretly that was my plan the whole time.
That worked. That worked out for you. Yeah, Edie sleeps back here. This fits her a little bit better because we don't have to fold the back down. We can just fold out the bottom, and she still fits on it because she's tiny. Yeah.
A tiny human.
Tiny human. Tiny humans are good for tiny homes. Turns out. Anyway, so we wanted to make a video because our YouTube channel's been pretty quiet. So it's 5.5 months, and I say pretty
We don't
quiet.
even
I mean,
have a YouTube
it hasn't even existed, is what I mean. If you've been watching us on social media, you know that we've had some adventures. We've shared those with you, but the YouTube videos are what we wanted to share with you all. So we're going to use this as a starting point. So January, it's what, the 5th, 6th now? I lose track of days.
7th.
7.
Yeah, there you go.
7th.
I lost 2 days just now. So it's January 7th. We've now celebrated Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, all these holidays in the RV, and now we really start our journey. So tomorrow we're leaving Wichita, leaving the comforts of our family's land, and we're headed back to Oklahoma
I
City.
wouldn't say we're starting our journey yet. We're going back to OKC.
Yeah, well, still, we're separating ourselves from
Ow, that
the
was my
teat
pump.
Yeah.
of the family.
Wow, okay.
This is the teat.
The family.
Pops.
Pops is a teat.
We can edit this right. Yeah, so we're going back to OKC for about 8 weeks, and then we're starting our journey.
Yeah, yeah, and we have 14,000 miles of RV travel right now
What?
on the docket.
Yeah, 14,000 miles in the RV.
Yeah, all the way from we're going to southeast first, so like down to Florida and Alabama, and then we're going up Virginia and
Virginia.
New York.
No,
New
not
York?
Well, almost
New York City?
We might need to go to New York now.
I want to go to New York City.
That wasn't on the docket.
No, but it might be. See, this is the nice thing. Like, we can always divert a little bit and hit other things. So we're going literally all around the United States, except for the Southwest, which is strange because that's like my favorite. But into Canada,
Yeah.
you know, so...
Oh, we're going to Canada. Can we go to Toronto?
I don't think we're going to miss Toronto.
I don't...
So we're going to use this as an opportunity to start our journeys, our vlogging, if you will. So, I think, yeah, I think that we can go ahead and start this thing. What do you guys think?
You ready to start tripping?
No.
So let's rewind a little bit. I've got a lot of footage from the months leading up to right now, and we haven't made a video out of it. So let's rewind, start from the beginning, and figure out how we got here, and then we'll pick it up as our journey starts here in a month and a half, 2 months.
Yep.
Does that sound
Good
good?
plan.
All right, let's do it.
Love it.
What do you think, Edie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Look how excited she is. She's so excited. These kids, we just can't even.
Oh my gosh.
You wanna hear something?
Hey,
What is it?
don't.
Oh,
Oh, God. Hey everybody, I'm Rob,
I'm Tosha.
and we are two of the Lackey family members, the leading members of the family, I would like to say. Yep. As you can see behind us, there's a lot of crap. This is
Crap.
the crap that's not making the transition. So we're going from what, roughly 2,300 square feet of living space to 450?
Ish.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're losing some square footage. Right now, there's 4 of us in the house. So Tosha and I, of course. We have our 6-year-old daughter Edith and our 12-year-old son Carter.
Bella.
And Bella the rabbit. Yeah.
Bunny.
Who basically is a person now. We didn't
Small
realize
animal.
it's a large animal. We didn't realize what we got ourselves into. She was so tiny and cute. So anyway, it's the 4 of us and the rabbit. Our 2 oldest kids, Johna and Carter, they're out of the house.
Nope.
They're older.
Quentin.
Why are you crying? She's crying. When she laughs, she cries. She's the worst. She's having fun.
God.
Makeup! Where's our makeup people?
I'm a makeup person.
Which is, you're going to have to go do it all over again. This is episode 1. It's just going to be you with tears on your face.
Oh God, I can't help it. Do I need to go have my makeup fixed?
You might touch it up.
Okay.
And that'll give you a minute to compose also.
Says the guy that tried to have me do this without makeup.
Well, because you're so beautiful without makeup.
Oh my God.
So I think there's like always a moment that you look back on and you're like, that's the moment that this whole thing changed. And that's definitely, like, I know exactly when that was.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I mean, for me, it was just coming to the realization that I needed to kind of switch careers. I'm an accountant. I went to school, got my bachelor's, my master's, got my CPA license. So I've always been working towards being an accountant and spent a lot of time, a lot of money on it. And it's just not for me. And I think it was really hard to recognize that and admit that, but I was really happy I did. I talked to Rob about it and just kind of like, let's just change things up.
she's a rock star. She went through school. She got her master's and everything and all the CPA testing. And while working full time and doing the family thing, like she still did all that schooling. And then she decides, I think I want a different career. Like, I think I'd be good in this other thing. So I was really proud of her for taking that leap. I know that wasn't easy for her to come to that realization. It wasn't easy for her to come to me and talk to me about it. So, let alone go to her employer and talk to them. So anyway, she comes to me. We talk about it. Okay, this is fine.
This is fine.
This is okay. We'll figure this out.
That look on his face. That was the look.
This is fine.
This is fine.
So we said, okay, great. Well, come find out that conversation with her employer didn't really go the way that she anticipated it might go. And, it's that whole one door closes, another opens. This is the moment that sticks out to me. So I'm laying in bed. Tasha's brushing her teeth in the bathroom, at the end of the bedroom, and waiting for Tasha to come out of the bathroom. And she comes out, and I can tell that she's really upset. And I said, because I don't know what else to say, "Are you okay?" What was your reaction, babe?
What was my reaction?
No.
I think I cursed at
You did? Yeah, you were very
said,
angry with me.
No,
I thought I had
not okay.
done something wrong. I'm not okay. Okay, yes. I understand that you're not. So what do I?
Question.
It was a dumb question,
That was a dumb
what else do you
question.
say? I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm up for your guys' recommendations on what I should have said, so that if I find myself in that position again, I don't step on that landmine, because it was not fun. But we had a good conversation after that, so it was like, okay, why are you not okay? What do we need to do? And Tasha and I had kind of half-jokingly talked about selling all our stuff, getting an RV, and completely changing our lifestyle. Like, we had half-joked about that before.
For the record, I joked about selling our house, selling our stuff, and moving to another country.
Yeah. And then I said, well, what if it was just an RV?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had the conversation with myself, I think. So I said, hey, well, why don't we do that RV thing? We could sell all our stuff, we could move into an RV, and we could just do that. We wouldn't have to worry so much about income, and it'd be more about the family. And it was like a switch flipped, and she popped up out of bed and was like, yep, let's do that. So it's kind of like, okay.
So this happens with us all the time. Like, Rob will get a crazy idea, and I'm like, no, I'll be, let's be.
We're kind of yin and yang
Yeah.
in that sense.
And then, or I'll get a crazy idea, and Rob's like, no, we got to be conservative right now, or we can't do that right now. You'll kind of be the voice of reason, or I'll be the voice of reason. There was no voice of reason in this. Like, we were both on the same page.
Yeah. The next morning we wake up and we're both kind of like, really? Like, did we
doing
decide
this?
we're doing this?
We woke up the same way, like, for a week at least, and we were like,
Yeah.
are we doing this? Have we
Is this-
committed?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we there? Because a lot of times we, like I said before, we jump at something. One of us will or the other one will. So the fact that we both jumped at it, we were like, okay, we need to actually both take some time and process this and make sure it's, like, going to work.
Yes. And we used her math skills and my, I don't know.
No.
Well, we used her math skills and we determined that we could do this. And there were some lifestyle changes that would have to take place, of course.
Yeah.
But we own a business, and that business has been doing really well. It's been in place about 10 months now.
Almost a year, yeah.
Nine
Yeah.
months. And it's grown really quickly, way faster than we thought it would. It's actually bigger now than we thought it would be in quite some time.
Without much work.
Yeah, we're not even trying. And so we see the opportunity where it's like we could push this business and do it remotely, thanks to technology being what it is these days. And really, like, we could do this. It's all a matter of, well, the kids' schooling, which is a different topic of discussion. We'll get to that. But her capability of working remotely. So what could she do and work remotely?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. We've been living in this house. We had all this stuff. We have a real nice car and all these things. And we're spending more time with the things than with each other. You know, the big TVs, the Xboxes.
We haven't taken a vacation in, like, at least 2 years.
Yeah.
Like a true vacation, other than a long weekend somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, I think the last vacation we took because you had a work trip. And so we went as a family, but I can't tell you the last time we actually took a true vacation.
Yeah, especially as a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to Arizona for Memorial Day weekend. So we had a 3-day weekend in Arizona, and it was awesome. We loved
For my birthday.
Phoenix. Had her birthday. Went with another couple, best friends of ours, the Vissers, and we really enjoyed it. And really, some work stuff went south while we were on that trip.
Yep.
Especially for me, it was a very stressful 3 days, which should have been relaxing. And I kind of realized, okay, if I can't take 3 days away, one of which is a Sunday and one of which is a holiday, that's a problem. And maybe I'm focused on the wrong things. And so I kind of had an epiphany that weekend. That's the same time that her career took that violent
Violet.
It was violent. It was a violent just tremor.
Shift.
Yeah, it was a shift. I look at that weekend as kind of the catalyst. That's really, everything was pretty good before that weekend with our careers and with everything, but we weren't making the most out of every day because every day was work, and we were putting our nose to the grindstone and just trying to push.
I would say career-wise, we were kind of like at the peak right before that, you know?
Yeah. Here's the thing about careers.
It depends on how you define it, but...
Well, I mean, each of us made a really comfortable, like a six-figure income. So combined, awesome household income, but like we didn't have any money still. It's like, we make more money, we spend more money.
Yeah.
You know, let's go buy a bigger house. Let's go buy this other car. Let's do these things. And we looked at this like a silver lining, or at least I did. Okay, so major lifestyle change coming up. Let's use this as an opportunity to completely realign ourselves. Reset button, yeah. Here's the analogy that I used with somebody over the weekend. So everybody that we talked to, all our friends, all our family, are like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's the purpose of this? What's your plan? And really it comes down to this. Like, we were at the point in our lives where we needed a shock to the system. If you get into a major accident or you have a heart attack or something and your heart stops, they use a defibrillator and they move up the paddles and hit you, and they can bring you back to life. It's a shock to your system. Here's the thing. It doesn't feel good. It's going to hurt. When you wake up, you're going to remember it for a long time. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing is a shock. It's a figurative shock to the system. It's going to hurt. There's going to be some tears. We're going to remember it. Not everything's going to go smoothly. It's not going to be a perfect transition. But when we come out of it, we're going to remember this for a long time. I would say the last 2 months and the next 4 months are probably going to be 6 of the most memorable months of our lives together.
By memorable, you mean?
Both good and bad. That's
Fair
my prediction. So, but just like a defibrillator, after this whole thing's over with, we're going to be alive again. That's the point. That's my point anyway.
Hope so.
You know, I think. So let's say this thing goes 6 months. Well, then we're keeping our house. We're Airbnb-ing it, which is a different story.
New.
Yeah. So we just move back into our house. We go get jobs again, and we're, in the 9-to-5 situation, and we're back to normal. But the key is we'll have learned in that 6 months, hopefully, a lot of things that will teach us to live differently when we get back into regular life, right?
Yeah. Especially like eating out. That was one of our biggest expenses every month. I mean, we were spending more a month on food and eating out than some people make in a year, which is insane to think about. It's kind of
I blame the kids.
Like this kid. Or this kid.
I like steak.
I like steak too.
I know, that's the problem.
Anyways, but that's one of those things that's really hard to reset, especially when you're really busy. Like, you can say all you want that, hey, we need to not spend this much money this month, but then you just get busy and you stop and you go out to eat and you
to that regular grind.
Yeah, you just get
grind
back
lifestyle.
into the routine. So we need to completely break our routine.
Absolutely.
We cut our food budget in half, and it's still astronomical. I mean, that was the easiest thing to cut.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's the most drastic cut.
On paper.
So what are some other things that we did to cut? We got rid of our SUV.
Yeah.
So we had a brand new, $50,000 SUV that was great for getting our family around. It was reliable. It was beautiful. All these things. But, why? So we got rid of that.
I really did love it.
I did too.
Anyways, we can get another one if we decide later.
We replaced that with what?
A Fiat.
Fiat 500.
500 Abarth.
Yep. At least it's the Abarth. It's the fast one.
Yeah. So that was a big change. That was like 1/10 of the price.
Yeah, pay cash for it, be done.
Yeah.
But that did away with a huge car payment a month.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, our RV payment is like $200 a month lower
than our SUV payment.
Our SUV payments.
We canceled some just like little things.
Yeah, canceled a lot of it, which all add up.
Yeah.
Don't even realize it.
We haven't really done a lot other than that, though.
Not yet.
Other than trying to stick to the smaller food budget, We've done fairly well. It's first
Mm-hmm.
month, and we're still kind of like figuring it out.
Yeah.
Still haven't had any time to cook or anything, so I think we can do it.
I know we can do it, yeah. Once we get into the RV and we get settled, it'll be a lot better. Right now, we're spending a lot of money on food. Just out of convenience. We don't have a dining room table right now, so
That's my bad. Sorry.
I ate Whataburger in the kitchen just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Carter ate it off the floor.
Carter ate on the floor. Edith ate at the computer desk. It's like that's just the way the next week is going to be.
Yeah.
And once we get in the RV and we start getting that structure again, and feeling that out because it's not going to happen right away, I think that'll figure itself out. It'll do good.
We've got to come up with a new routine.
Yeah, do. The cool thing is, though, it won't just be a routine that's the same every day, every week, every month. It's going to change. So our plans include travel, For now, we're going to stay in Oklahoma City. And there's an RV park we have in mind. We're trying to get in on a monthly rate. It's kind of hard to get in, so we're calling every day. And we're down to a week and a half now before we have to be out of this house. So it's kind of, we're just fingers crossed, hitting the phone, hoping that something pops open.
Yeah.
So
So 5 more days until we want to be out of this house.
Mm-hmm.
At least have all of our stuff ready to go in the RV. And then everything else will either get packed away to be sold later or just given away. We don't know. We've been trying to get rid of as much as possible, and I've gotten rid of quite a bit. But there's a lot more. So might be a trip to Goodwill in our future.
yeah, we're going to be donating a lot. That's fine. I mean, really, we had so much stuff that I'm not worried about donating. Just
get it out of here.
Get it out of here, and somebody can use it.
What's sad about this is 4.5 years ago we moved into this house, and we got rid of at least over half of our stuff when we moved into this house. And now we have we're going to get rid of over half our stuff again.
Yeah, but it's liberating.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, like I said, even if we come back in 6 months or a year or whatever, we're going to have less stuff, a different outlook on life, different habits, hopefully.
Yeah.
And it's pretty liberating because really all this stuff weighs on you. You don't realize it.
I realize it as I look around.
Well, now.
Well, no, but even before, just, I don't like clutter. So
Yeah.
anything that was out just bugged me. So.
Well, even like stuff that wasn't out. So, my thought about our pantry, open the cupboard to get a cup and there's like literally cups falling out and she wouldn't get rid of them.
Everyone
This is
complained
her.
about my cups.
The cups is out of control.
They're taking over our table. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
All of this was in our cupboard, and this isn't all of it. We threw away a lot already and gave it away. I mean, the cups were out of control. But that's the stuff that just weighed on me, and it's so nice. I opened the cupboard. Granted, I opened the cupboard. There's only 4 cups to choose from now. But I know when I get done with that cup, I have to wash it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not going to have something to drink out of.
And we have to wash things.
Yeah, we do have to wash
We don't
things.
have a dishwasher in the RV.
We don't have a dishwasher.
so-
We don't have a washer and dryer.
Oh, yeah, that. The good news is, again, we'll come back to this house thing, but we still have our house. We can still use our washer and dryer if we need to.
In between Airbnb check-ins,
Yeah.
we'll come in here,
We should probably
do a
just
load of
say
laundry.
that, we're doing Airbnb. I originally wanted to do that in the beginning. He did not. It took some spreadsheeting.
Yes.
Is that a verb?
It is now.
I guess so. To convince him that we would be okay with doing that.
Still
And
not
so
convinced, but I'm taking a chance.
We're gonna be okay. So we've been talking about how we've been working on the house for several weeks now. It's been a big undertaking, but we're going to show you the kitchen now. Ignore the mess. It's still messy, but we went through and kind of cleaned everything out, left the basics for the Airbnb, pots and pans. This is the one Rob was talking about.
Oh, it's so much better.
I know, and those aren't even staying. Like, those are
You
going
couldn't
with
even
us.
see. Okay, for the record, I didn't know there was an outlet back there. For 4 years we've lived here. I didn't know there was an outlet back there. 'cause
You knew
couldn't
there was
see
an outlet because
anything.
I told you there was an outlet. So all this stuff has been taken out of rooms or kitchens or whatever, all that stuff. We are going to give it all away, sell it, whatever. Sell it if we can, give it away if we can't. Oh, just random crap everywhere.
But there's more stuff. You see, there's just stuff everywhere.
Stuff everywhere.
There's Edith's domain. Bye, Edith.
Edith keeps getting out toys, all her toys.
That we liked.
Alright, so this is Edith's room. It also looks terrible, but that's because this is where I'm housing all the stuff we're going to put in the RV. Organize the closet. These are all...
Which was,
Huh?
by the way,
Packed.
it's like tripled in
This
size.
is a massive closet.
But it didn't feel like it before because there was so much stuff. Like, this whole room was just full of stuff.
Room.
Hello, Tiger.
Carter, say hi.
We're live.
Outlaw.
We're not live.
Hello. What?
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi.
Oh, somehow I got excited.
Imagine that.
Um,
He's Fortniting.
So, Carter's closet. Those are the totes that we're going to take. These are the totes. I got all his shirts, pants, socks, and limited amount of underwear, PJs, shoes. Those are all going in the RV. We already pre-measured the RV, and these fit perfectly in the RV. Pretty much.
How many wins do you have?
Like 170.
170 wins. Did you hear that?
Not that much, Dad.
Is that a lot?
Get this
No.
kid on a pro team.
I'm trash. What do you
I've
mean?
seen your skills. Look at these building skills.
We haven't touched either the bathrooms up here or our bedroom.
This is a wreck.
So Rob went through his clothes earlier. He's gonna have to go through them again. There's
though.
still weight.
I can't get rid of this jacket.
No, that's what goes. And then
Imagine your
I have
side.
not even touched my side. Keep in mind, the clothes that you saw in Edith's closet, they're all mine too. So
We're gonna need a bigger RV.
we're gonna need a trailer just for my clothes. I can get this done in 5 days.
This is better than it seems. Like, we're pretty close. It's just stupid stuff like that nightstand. Had a bunch of things in it. Tosha cleaned that out today. And, like, those things take a lot of time. Oh, look. Pretty outside today.
Pretty Oklahoma sunset. So, anyways, that's it. Got a lot of work to do in 5 days.
5 days.